Before every show, we have a pre-show meeting. Let me bring you all at home into the conversation of how TV is made. We have a pre-show meeting, and we discuss the different topics. I asked Dave, hey, what do you think about Sean Payton? I asked Shady, hey, what do you think about Sean Payton? I asked Joy, hey, what do you think about Sean Payton? Joy said something so incredibly fascinating that we literally had to change the topic of conversation. Talking about how it might be Sean Payton's team now. And if that's the case, then that puts Russell Wilson on the hot seat, doesn't it, Joy?
Yeah, absolutely. Because here's what happened with Russell Wilson having the year that he had last year. Now we can factually say Russell Wilson has to have a good to great to Hall of Fame level coach in order to be successful. If he bounces back this year, which we're all assuming that he will, that will become a fact. He needed Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll had a successful season this year without Russell Wilson. We know what Pete Carroll is and his reputation. He had a not great coach in Nathaniel Hackett. At least we assume that he's not a great coach and it's not Russell Wilson's fault, which we will now find out. But we know what Sean Payton is. So that's already been established. You have to have a high-level coach. Now, most people would say that the highest level of success is linked to a high-level coach. Does the quarterback make the coach? Does the coach make the quarterback? What comes first, the chicken or the egg? Well, we know no eggs or chickens were made last year in Denver. So the answer lies in Sean Payton, which absolutely puts Russell Wilson in the hot seat.
I don't know how you could arrive at any other conclusion. Like that, there were two factors. We did segments about this. Like, is it Russell Wilson? Is it Nathaniel Hackett? Who's more at fault for the offense's problems in Denver? And they fired Nathaniel Hackett and replaced him with the most accomplished coach available. Like there is.
Literally.
Who's accomplished more than Sean Payton? More, not as much, but more. I mean, it's like Bill Belichick and Andy Reid. Maybe. I mean, am I forgetting anybody? I don't think I am. It's not a long list. So you use that type of resources to bring in somebody who's qualified to fix this. There's nothing left to say. What'd you say? There's no excuse? What would the excuse be? Right. They had a fantastic scoring defense last year. They finished dead last in the league in scoring offense. Like, again, we're not talking about the Broncos needing to be this juggernaut to be relevant. They just needed to be, like, a little bit better. And Russell Wilson wasn't capable of that. I don't say that to dog on him, but the depth of ineptitude was wild to see. You know, like, there was a trend on TikTok about, does Russell Wilson have more touchdown passes than his house have bathrooms? And it took until, like, Christmas time for him to pass that. Justin Fields threw more touchdowns than Russell Wilson last year. I said that on purpose because I knew it would carry weight on this show. Justin Fields had 17. Russ had 16 touchdown passes last year. There's nobody left to blame. And when you take this type of swing at a coach with Payton's resume, there's nothing else to say. Yes, he is on the hottest seat in the NFL, in my opinion.
Whew. Shady, some coaches, they're like Midas. Everything they touch turns to gold.
Right.
Andy Reid is one of those coaches. Donovan McNabb, gold. Mike Vick, another $100 million contract, gold. He touched Nick Foles early on, gold. Alex Smith.
Silver.
You want to chip?
Oh, yes. Okay, gold. Gold. You're right.
Alex Smith, gold. Patrick Mahomes. I don't even know what element you call that. I don't know what. I don't know what element you call that. Gold.
Vibranium.
Plural. Exactly. Sean Payton. I won't call him Andy Reid, but he's brilliant.
Yeah, and he is.
Sean Payton touched Drew Brees, gold. He touched Taysom Hill, $60+ million contract from an undrafted player. He touched Jameis Winston after 30 interceptions. He went 5-2 a year and a half later. He touched Teddy Bridgewater, 5-0 as a starter. Yep. Anything Sean Payton touches literally turns to gold. But now the Midas touch is touching Russell Wilson. What's that going to do for Russ? How much pressure on Russ?
Oh, tremendous amount of pressure, for sure. I mean, you bring in a player, or not a player, a coach with this resume, right? And it's like, it adds together because Russ, he struggled, and everybody couldn't believe it's Russ struggling. They got to be the coach, right? So let's fire the coach. You ask him out. Now you bring in a guy like Sean Payton to the deal, to the team, to the franchise. So, yeah, the pressure has went up. He added the money that they gave Russ, the performance he gave us last year or this year. Yep. The pressure's out the roof.
I got a question, Shady. Well, first off, we have the let's throw it on the big board. Just everything that they gave up for Russ. I want you at home to understand just how much Russ has been given monetarily.
Don't forget.
Get this: the trade compensation. They gave a 2022 first-round pick, a 2022 second-round pick. I'm going to jump to 2023, a first-round pick, a 2022 second-round pick, plus Noah Fant, plus Shelby Harris, plus Drew Lock. Then remember what they gave up for Sean Payton. A first-round pick, a second-round pick. Shady, you are the resident superstar on the desk, former superstar. How much do you feel the weight of that? Let's not talk about us at the desk. We can sit here and wax poetically about pressure on Russ all day, but you've been in the chair. Right. If you know a team paid you $240 million.
So you say I'm Russ.
You're Russ.
Okay.
You've not only been given $240 million.
Yeah.
But they gave up a first and a second for you, and then another first and a second. Then you were still bad. So then they gave up a first and a second after firing your coach to bring in a new coach. Are you walking around the facility every day feeling that weight? Are you studying film extra hard feeling that weight? Are you trying to ignore it? Take me into the mindset of that athlete.
Oh, he feels it. He feels it. I give you a better scenario. Actually, my LeSean McCoy myself. When I got traded from Philadelphia to Buffalo, I became the highest paid running back, right? So I'm excited. I mean, I got that paper. I'm a new team. I'm happy. I didn't have a great year. I got injured, right? So I started off really, really slow. I picked it up at the end. But I started hearing all these rumors and talks. Is he that good? Is he worth the money? Buffalo was tripping. Maybe Philadelphia was right. So as I'm hearing this, I feel it. I feel it in the locker room, right? I feel it with the fans. They're not getting what they thought they were getting. Denver, they're not getting what they thought they were getting. The management, we're not getting what we paid for. So you feel that. So that offseason, I went crazy. I went back home to Harrisburg, where I'm from, right? Because at the time I was living in Miami. Nice house and all that. I got out of that. I went back home to where it started from, the same place where I trained at as in high school. I went to them areas to train. I put the Rolls Royces and the Bentleys, I put them away.
They in the garage.
I didn't even see them. Nope. I went back to my mama's house.
Yeah, what car was you driving now?
I mean, it's a little Audi. It's like a mama Audi, like a soccer mama Audi, right?
Fair.
But I went to train hard, right? And like it drove me, it fueled me, because I hear all the rumors. And Russ would get up there and at the media and on the platform and say, oh, let's ride. I don't hear that. He feels
Let me
that.
ask you something very quickly.
I rockied it. I rockied it.
As you're talking, I'm like,
The eye of the tiger.
which rocking montage am
Come
I seeing
on.
right now?
And guess what?
I'm getting pumped just
And the next year, I don't have no Sean Payton. I didn't even need that. All pro year the next year.
Did you run up the steps at the art museum?
Mountains.
You was in the cut-up?
Cutting with the axe on the trees.
You were lifting the cart?
Come on now.
With a cart?
If he
in the
dies, he
barn?
dies. You know Rocky's real now. He's real.
This
Philadelphia.
conversation's gone off
Tell
the
me
rails.
you weren't hearing that the whole time.
Yeah, no, literally.
Can we put some motivational music behind that? Darnell, you run social.
Only if it's Rocky.
I need the motivational music behind that. And then I need Shady giving that whole speech. Either that or dreams and nightmares.
Hey, Joy.
One of the two.
Adrian!
All right, coming up, we got a lot more, not only on Rocky McCoy, but on Tom Brady and his retirement. Can you believe Tom Brady called it quits? Yo, we're having fun here. Don't go anywhere. Next on.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.